right into this world all alone. God takes your soul, you're on your own.
So we left you last season.
Why did you do that?
Well, you were in a hospital, and it makes on your
Freaking guy left me.
Well, you were in a hospital. We brought flowers and.
Oh, was that you?
Yeah, that was us.
Yeah,
because
you're the only ones.
We were the only ones. Can you talk about, where were you left at? How do you start this season?
Well, the season starts 3 weeks after the last one ended, so I'm pretty much still very damaged physically, and I'm completely damaged in every other way. Every single thing that I worked for my entire life has been stripped away from me, including my wife, my presidency, the way I'm viewed by the other members of my club, the control I have over my own destiny as to how we earn money as a club and what our position is in the world as a club. That's all been stripped away from me. So season 5 finds Clay having, pushed a kind of a reset button where now it's like a now what? Like, what am I gonna, as long as Clay's breathing, he's thinking about how to end up on top. And so we get to watch how he feels about what he's lost, what parts of it are important enough to fight for, and what parts of it are important enough to walk away from and discard, and what he's willing to do in order to get what he needs back that he's lost.
So we left off, you, it almost felt like there was a vacuum of your family and your loved ones, that you lost everything. So do we start season 5 with you digging your claws back into things again to come back?
Sort of. She's trying. We see a very lost Gemma. Gemma, lost in the way that I don't think she acknowledges that she's lost. We see the progression of it. So she's not so much digging. Well, she's trying to get definitely back into her grandchildren's life. And Jax and Tara are kind of trying to push her out a little bit. And it just doesn't bode well. But she, and then she's estranged from her husband, which, she really could care less about him at this point. But that's a big loss. That's a big loss. And so my estimation, what I've realized is Gemma doesn't like to be alone. And here she is alone. So we see the response to that.
Now, how do your characters enter this season now? Because you both have your own personal enemies. Well, one with Perlman's character, and you with Katey Sagal's character. Do you guys just begin in that's the road ahead as soon as you come into the season?
It's really, for my end, it's. Well, I think for both of us, but it's complicated because they're very much in each other's lives. So Kurt has talked a lot about Gemma and Tara as having a mother-daughter, a real push-pull relationship this season. So it's, in one episode we'll be at each other's throats, and in the next episode, we'll really need each other for whatever reason. And it feels like even in some ways more deeply familial in its extremity. But it's complicated, because they're all part of each other's lives.
I mean, it's for Jax. I think it's a much clearer period of time than he's had really since you met him at the beginning of the show. He's resigned himself fully to the fact that he's staying and this is his life and he's going to take over the club. And now it's just a process of having the education that it's not as easy as it looked, and realizing that Clay did a lot of things out of necessity, and the weight of having to keep secrets from your brothers and your friends and manipulate them is a necessity that I think Jax wasn't really anticipating as much. But I think overall there's a clarity and a determination and a fierceness that he comes back this year with an agenda that he's going to fulfill.
Gotta leave this